Okay, so the short Bitcoin trade from last night was successful. I'm going to include this little recap of what I'm doing at the beginning of every stream. And so what we're doing here is trading stage 2 of this trading algorithm. The algorithm is implemented by me by hand. It's not a coding algorithm. And in stage 1, we traded 3 different kinds of trades: bounce, false break, and true break. And for this stage 2, these 200 trades, we're focusing on false break, which is counter trading retail on the 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily time frame. And so what trading the false break means is if you have some price level like this, like a a resistance, and price is having trouble, piercing through it all the way, what a lot of retail traders will do is they will go long when the price goes above, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna take this breakout because it's often like a high velocity change. There's often a lot of volume, and so they want to get that kind of quick buck. And so price may go above this and keep on rising. But if it comes back down, there's often a lot of stop losses for retail right here. And so instead, what we do is when price goes above this resistance, then we put a stop market entry order here going short. So price goes above this resistance, and as it comes back down, we go short as our stop losses are being hit. So you have some maybe poor execution. You're having to use taker trades for entry, but these are on long time frames, so that's not a huge deal. And the same thing goes for if you're hitting a support level and they're scared about the downside break. So this works really well in choppy crab markets like we're having right now. So these are the last trades. You can see we're kind of in this channel, which I'll extend this line out. So here's kind of the daily channel we're in, and we're in this kind of 4-hour channel is what we're looking at right here. And here's multiple times where we come down to the bottom, and then we come back. It's a false break, so it looks like we're breaking down, and we come back up, come back down, and come back up. The nice thing about this is that we only are entering the trade once we've come back into the range. And it's been successful on a couple different times, and it was successful yesterday as well. So as we were examining, on Wednesday, so 2 days ago, as we were examining this trade, we had this piercing here, and we had this nice simple false break and entered short. Honestly, that is a really long entry. It's a really kind of surprising myself that I would enter that late, but let me look at these orders. I'm sure 20202. Yeah, it's kind of a shitty. Like it should be closer to the level. So that was kind of. This ended up being fine, but there's kind of a mistake here, in my opinion. Is like the level is. I have it up to here, and so it actually just perfectly touched here, false break here, and then false break again here. And honestly, I would have liked the entry to be around here or something, but it ended up being fine. And let me see what my stop actually was. Stop was at 20,500. Yeah. So we entered in short here, set the stop just above the previous high, like just above the wick that pierced. In this case, it was nice. It just kind of barely pierced. If it pierces by quite a bit, then maybe it won't make sense for you to take that trade, because we're always taking 3 to 1. So in this case, 3 to 1 here was had to take profit somewhere near the middle of the range. If you have say price went up to here or something, and our stop would have been from here to here, right? So it would have been from 20,200 to 20,200 to 20,900. So a 700 point stop, that would make our take profit somewhere around 18,100, which would be outside of this range. So it wouldn't have been a stop we could use. We'd have to use a fixed stop, which is less than that, which is not as good. Mainly you want to use a technical stop, which is, it's related to the price that went outside the range. So luckily we were able to use that here and then was profitable again. So pretty cool. I get to enter that in, which is nice. Always feels good. This was a pretty fast impulse, to be honest. And it wasn't I put daily time frame here, but was that actually what I was looking at? I don't think so. I really don't think that's what I was looking at. Maybe I was. I don't know. It is on a daily. Yeah, this is definitely on a 4-hour time level, so I think I entered that in wrong, but this is more 4-hour. Time entry was at 1:01 a.m. And actually, I think it wasn't even that day, was it? It was the 6th filled. So I put the order permit asleep and didn't get hit for a few hours. It was filled here, and I filled out all the other info already, so the stop size and everything like that. Take profit ratio. Here were our profits. Looks like a lot less than this one, but this was an ETH trade, so this is the normal profit unit, which is 3-to-1. One thing that's kind of annoying about Bybit is that it doesn't allow you to set, like if I set in this example, it was a stop market entry short order. My take profit is always going to be a market take profit instead of a limit take profit, which especially for this very tiny account, which has $200 on it, we're just doing this just not to make money, but to validate the algorithm. You want to do a limit order, you pay less fees, and it's definitely going to get eaten up for these very, very small positions, but oh well. So that's pretty cool. We've improved down to 9 and 12, which is pretty great because we're doing a minimum of 3-to-1 risk ratio. So 3 profit units, 3 units for each positive trade, and then only 1 unit per loss. I've tried taking some other larger ratios, like here's a 4, here's another 4. None of those have panned out. So it's been 3-to-1 all the way around. So we know that with 9 positive trades, we're at 27 profit units and 12 loss units for a profit of 15 units, which is pretty sweet. So that is cool, especially because look at the lumpiness of this. There's 6 in a row, and then 2 and 5. So that's pretty cool. I want to experiment more with using DYDX. I ran into some problems with getting these market entries to work. They were failing for some reason. And, actually, let's just do that right now. So I'm not going to count these trades. I'm going to do the smallest amount that I can. I just want to figure out my entries right, because basically my entries were getting canceled. So like imagine we're doing a false break going short here. So we have an entry at 133172. Let's just do like stop market sell of $1 at 1331 point. I'll have to do more than that. $15. Okay, whatever. So I expect when I hit this price level, then I should have a short. Oh, short is open, but every time that happens, it gets canceled. I guess I could just do a little straddle and have a stop market. Let's try stop market buy as well. 1.81. I can't even go. That's not interesting. 0.0001. Oh, there we go. Okay, so price from below. I'm getting canceled. So how do I do this? What am I doing wrong here? So 1332 1332. This. Let's give it a price. So I think the stops are like reduce market only, and because there's not a position open, it's canceling. So there may not be a way to do this on DYDX, which sucks because I really would have preferred to do this. Oh, here we go. Triggers, maybe. Okay, maybe we do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's try this. not reduce only. Do it for 13. Oh, no, that's not right. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 2. Let me take profit here. Let's try that. There may not be a way to do this on DYDX. If you don't buy it, but not here. That kind of sucks because I liked using this decentralized one. Well, anyway, that is a show. Let's look at these time frames and see if there's anything that stands out. Oh wow, it's kind of interesting. This does not look good enough. Nothing stands out to me here because we had this nice level, and now we're just kind of bumbling around along it, which is kind of like this level is losing itself on Ethereum. Let's look at Bitcoin. And same thing here. So there's no good trades at the moment. A nice looking little stair step down though. So yeah, nothing here.